Again from Pontins Middleton Tower near Morecambe in the north of England. All the staff here are letting us use their facilities yet again, this time for the 6th programme and the Northern Heat. In fact, this week's particularly important because it's the last of the 6 heats. From next week onwards, we're into the semi-finals and the finals, so things are getting pretty exciting. This week's winners, in fact, go through to the 2nd semi-final in 2 weeks' time at Buckmore Park in Kent. And they're going to be up against some pretty stiff competition. We've got Moors and Elmfield Youth Club from Cheltenham, who won our Southern Heat not so long ago. And, of course, last week's winners from the Midlands, Kidderminster Youth Centre. Anyway, all that's got to be decided, of course, because it's one of 3 teams from this week going through to that semi-finals. The green team this week, Heysham High School, with Glyn Ormerod, Paula Ward, David Coulters, Julie Burrow, Adrian Porter and Nicola Marshall. Their charity's the Royal Society for Mentally Handicapped Children and Adults, and they're raising 70 pence a point in the competition. The yellow team this week, Loon Valley team from Lancashire, and they are Jeremy Price, he likes to be known as Jez, Sue Taylor, David Broomfield, Lynn Derbyshire, Scott Mashter and Donna Mason, and their charity is the National Association for Deaf, Blind, Rubella Handicapped, and they're making about 80 pence per point in the competition. The blue team this week, Lancaster Village Clubs, with Colin Proctor, Nova Charlton, Gavin Christian, Kath Tennant, Andrew Proctor, who's the brother of Colin, and Lisa Robinson. Their charity is the Muscular Dystrophy Group of Great Britain, and they're making about 75 pence per point.
And this week our guest is Tony Beard, who's an expert with those balls, which we've been seeing throughout the programme. And he's going to show us in our know-how spot how to do things like pointing and shooting. And later on in the future sports slot, we've got a game called touch ball, a variation on rugby where the only contact allowed is a touch.
In the scrambling, we've got Colin on my far right, Jez next to me, and Glyn here. Well, how many trophies have you got, Glyn?
140.
He is, in fact, one of the top 20 riders in his class in Britain, and no doubt will obviously do very well in this event. Glyn, you've got your own bike, haven't you? What type have you got?
Same as this.
Exactly the same?
Yeah.
So you're very well used to these machines?
Yeah.
Why do you use them, this particular type?
I think they're fast and easy to handle, and spares are quite close to us.
Right. OK, well, Colin, as well, best of luck for the race, everybody. If you'd like to get your helmets on. Let's take a quick look at the course. They zoom up from the starting line, across that narrow bridge there, one across at a time, up over that rough area there, round to the left, back down the other side. You can just see we got the course on a football pitch this week. Then they're across the straight, they can accelerate down there, bend round to the left at the bottom, and it's fairly fast, I think, this section of the race, and they come back to the start line. Right, remember it's a 4-lap race. Flag will go up at the end of the 3rd lap. Are you ready? And they're off. Glyn zooming into the lead, but Colin Proctor's been left behind at the start line. Looks like he's stalled. But it's Glyn first over the bridge. Goodness me, a mark of a professional, the way he's going around this course. No problem. Pretty rough there. That's Jez Price in 2nd place. But Glyn already a very good lead into the sand. That's quite tricky, that loose sand. Using the feet, of course, to steady the bike round the corners. Down the straight. Jez Price going well. Here comes Glyn, round for his 2nd circuit. Doing extremely well. And there's Colin Proctor. He's just been, in fact, lapped by Glyn. Of course, Colin had a very bad start, left behind, so well, he's keeping it going anyway. Here comes Glyn over the ditch, showing how it should be done. Roaring round the course. And there's Colin. He's still going. Remember, No matter which position he comes in, even if it's third rather, he'll get 5 points for his team. That's Colin across the bridge. Foot down. Jez Price still going well. And there's no stopping Glyn. He's herring around the course. Colin Proctor. A slowly but surely approach. That's Jez Price doing well. Over the bridge again. That's Glyn there. Putting a foot down, taking those corners much quicker by bringing the bike round almost on his leg. So the positions are still, not surprisingly, Glyn Ormerod in first position. Jez Price there, who's coming up to lap, I think, Colin Proctor. And Colin Proctor in third position. So Jez is just going to overtake Colin, who is in fact 1 lap behind. And there's a victory wheelie there from Glyn. Here comes Jez through. About 3/4 of another lap to go. And Colin carrying on round the course. That's Jez there looking back to see where Colin is. It's coming round to take second position. Well done, Jez. And here comes Colin. Right, come on then. Congratulations, everybody. Helmets off. You switch your engines off, take your hats off. You take your helmets off. Great. Well, congratulations, Glyn. Was it a tough course for you?
Quite tough up there.
Which bit was in particular?
That top corner.
The top corner?
Yeah.
Right. Well, you did very well, obviously. Congratulations to you. Colin, you had a bit of a problem at the start there. What happened?
Yeah, let clutch out too fast.
Really?
Yeah.
Anyway, you managed to get going in the end. Congratulations for finishing the course as well. And Jez, any problems for you? You came second, of course.
Yeah, that going top part there is a bit sandy and
Yeah.
soft, and
So it was quite a demanding course, even though...
at the top is, yeah.
Yeah. Okay then. Right. Well, congratulations to everybody. I'll give out the points now. For third place, Lancaster Village Cubs, 5 points, the blue team. Second place, Jez here, Loon Valley team, they get 10 points. And in first place, Glyn Ormerod here gets 15 points for Heysham High School and the green team. So, after the scrambling event, in first place, Heysham High School with 15 points. In second place, Loon Valley team with 10 points. And third place, Lancaster Village Clubs with 5 points. If you're watching the programme fairly regularly, you'll realise that in the roller skating event, each obstacle knocked over on the course counts for 5 seconds in addition to their final time. So I'm going to be needing a bit of help. And Tony Beard, our guest this week. Hello, Tony. He's got his stopwatch again, and he'll be helping me. Tony, fancy yourself on skates?
Not really, these are far too good for me.
That's nice. OK, well, anyway, you've got the stopwatch ready. Yeah. Nova, how much skating have you done in the past?
Not very much.
Do you do it just for pleasure, though?
Yes.
I've been watching you in practice, and you're very good.
Thank you.
Modest. Well, best of luck for the competition. Now, sorry, Sue, isn't it?
Yeah.
I hear you've been doing something on skates as a sort of show or a dance. Can you tell
Yeah.
me about it?
Me and 5 other friends, we did an exhibition to Bolero, dance, space skate.
That's the music that Torvill and Dean use for the ice skating?
Yeah,
Is it better on roller skates?
just about, well, sort of, yeah.
Well, this, of course, is a bit different. Have you tried obstacle courses before?
No, I've never done anything like this before.
But you've had a bit of practice?
A little bit, yeah.
OK, well, best of luck to everybody. If you want to get into your starting position, put your helmets on. Quick look at the course now. It's around the skittles, over the jumps, over the ramps, skating backwards between the cones, under the hoops, quite over the end pole, and then it's skate back to the finish. On the whistle when you're ready, and Nova goes into the lead, round the skittles, over the jumps. Paula there using the stops on the front of her skates very usefully. But Nova's in the lead at the moment. Paula in second place, Sue taking it easy. That's Nova, just went over, but she's back on her feet. And she's taken the lead back again, under the hoops. First to put her quite over the pole by the looks of it. Paula in second place, Sue in a close third, but it's Nova who's streaking up to the finish in first position. Paula will come over in second place, surely, and Sue in third position. I think she's knocked a couple of obstacles over. Whoa! Into the fence there. Nova, well done. That was a very fast time, and I got to check in a minute, but it doesn't look like you've knocked anything down, so well done. Tony's already given me the times now for the roller skating obstacle course. It was very close, wasn't it?
Absolutely magic. It really was. Wonderful girls. Fabulous.
Only a few seconds between them.
It certainly was.
Sue, you did in fact knock 2 obstacles over, which means an additional 10 seconds onto her time, a total of 42, which puts you into third place, I'm afraid. But the other 2 skaters did very well. They didn't knock obstacles over for either of them. The final results are then, in third place, the yellow team, Loon Valley team, they get 5 points. In second place, the green team, Heysham High School, they get 10 points. And in first place, the blue team, Lancaster Village Clubs, 15 points to them. So after the roller skating, in first place Heysham High School with 25 points. Second place Lancaster Village Clubs with 20 points. Third place Loon Valley team with 15 points. Right, first off on the adventure course are Heysham High School. That is how you pronounce it, isn't it? Heysham? Yeah. It's spelled H-E-Y though. Heysham, they're the green team. Paula, what's the charity that you're sponsoring?
It's the Royal Society for Mentally Handicapped Children and Adults.
That's quite a long title, you remember that very well. What's the money going towards?
Towards holidays for them.
Good cause. And what about the adventure course itself? What about the practice time?
1 minute 36.
1 minute 36, not a bad time that. You're going to improve on it?
Yeah.
You seem to be a bit of a team leader, telling everybody what to do. What have you got worked out for the start? You were telling people?
We're just gonna, Paula and Glenn's gonna run over and we're gonna go across first.
Okay, so you can get across much quicker. Yeah. Okay. Well, we're going to get Steve, to demonstrate the course for you. I know that you've already had a practice, but everybody at home doesn't know what it's about after all.
No,
so Steve,
right, all right.
up there, and get
Okay,
ready. And also, of course, our guest this week, Tony Beard, who's going to be timing the event itself. And I think it might be quite good fun, Tony, to time Steve as well. I know it's only one person going round.
I don't see why not. Right, exactly.
We may as well see how he does.
So we start here.
All right then, yes, inside, legs
I'm not
inside.
get away with that. Never mind. Right.
Yeah, well, that's one of your tactics. Quicker to go under, apparently, Steve. There's a tip for you.
Right, I'll take your advice.
It's 2 over.
There you go. She's been
Am I
timed. Great. Okay then, Tony, are you ready for with the stopwatch?
Yes.
And go. Nimbly does it. Steve showing he's light on his feet. No problems there over that wooden bridge.
Whoa.
Up onto the platform there, untethering the tyre. Across on the tyre run. All 6 members, no feet on the ground. Otherwise they have to go back to the start of that obstacle. Then it's across that rather awkward wooden bridge. Round in an anti-clockwise direction. This is an awkward one. It's the chain sort of bridge thing, something you see in Tarzan films. That's the awkward spot there. Then it's down a sort of chain chute, and all 6 members have to go out through the bottom and into the hoops. Right.
39 seconds.
39 seconds.
Hey,
39 seconds, but of course that's only one person around the course. We're going to have to. Well, it's going to take much longer, isn't it, with 6
It will,
people?
I suppose,
but
yeah.
Well done. Thanks a lot, Steve, for doing that. Okay, let's get ready for the race itself. Now then, no cheating. Feet back off the edge. Okay, on the whistle then. Stopwatch ready, Tony.
Ready?
And whoops. Okay.
22 seconds.
Well, I think we've got a few minutes there, haven't we, as well?
1 minute 20.
1 minute, oh, that's right, 1 minute
20.
22 seconds. Hold on. Right, 1 minute 22 seconds. Okay, well done, Hisham. Sorry, I mispronounced it yet again. We've got to go off for a break again, and our guest Tony here is going to be telling us about the art of playing ball, aren't you?
What about a break for me, anyway?
Oh, well, fair enough. Okay, see you in a couple of minutes. We're going to get a cup of tea then.
For pictures with the right colours in the right places, get your films processed where you see this sign, the Kodak Monitoring Service. It makes your pictures better.
I'd sail round world in titchy boat for a taste of younger Scotch bitter on the throat. Sail round world in titchy boat for a taste of younger Scotch bitter on the throat. Oh, younger Scotch bitter and no other, I go 10 rounds with a load of blubber. Oh, younger Scotch bitter and no other, he go 10 rounds with a load of blubber. I climb on cliffs without a rest, for sip of beer I love the He'd climb up cliffs without a rest. For sip of beer he loves the
Younger Scotch bitter. What wouldn't you go through for a pint?
If an engine could choose its own oil, it couldn't choose a better oil than Duckham's Hypergrade. Duckham's Hypergrade, the engine's choice.
Harmony. Do you dream in colour? What colours do you dream?
Is this mirror or mirage? Are things what they seem?
Do you dream in colour? What colours do you dream?
I'm a constant chameleon. Am I ever who I see?
I shade and I fade and I shine and I sheen. Conditioning colours 1 to 15. I'm harmony. I'm harmony.
Conditioning colours.
The Maunders Helping Hand Scheme offers you a superb variety of cottage-style homes with a no-deposit 100% mortgage. And the option to have your home fully furnished and ready to move into. If you've a home to sell, a Maunders House Exchange deal could solve your problem. We're even offering a 7.5% mortgage rate for the first year. For details of the Maunders Helping Hand Scheme, call at your nearest Maunders development or see local press.
Right, we're here actually with Tony Beard, who's our
backspin
expert, who's just giving some coaching lessons here
excellent.
before the event.
Not quite more, a little bit more
This is
backspin.
a game ball.
That's super, that.
We're just running through the whole event. Now there is two brilliant blue ones. Very good. Okay, Kath.
Very good indeed.
Well, Tony, where did the game actually start?
Well, the start that formed in Egypt many, many years ago, we think it does. The origins are rather obscure, but nevertheless, I think it's a pretty typical British game.
And the first question?
Do you have to use plastic balls or can you use other kinds?
No, there are other kinds of balls, and the professionals use and competition balls are these steel ones, which we have here, which I may show you, which you would play on a very hard surface.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
They're very
also,
different.
they are much different than the plastic ones, and they give a much more competitive edge to it because you would smash these out. This is what people tend to do. It's very handy for disabled people to play a game on the same level as you and I, for the fact that we have a magnet.
So they can be in a wheelchair and pick them straight up.
That's right.
And still throw them again.
That's exactly right.
That's
so
great.
it's a very good leveling game.
So they actually play together in the same game. There's absolutely no differentiation.
Absolutely no difference at all.
What kind of surface can you play on?
Well, you play basically with the steel balls on a hard surface. It can be anything at all. It can be gravel, it can be shale, you can play on tarmac. Although your plastic ones, of course, you can play indoors. So if the weather's pretty bad in Britain, like it normally is half the year, then of course you don't have to forget your game. You can continue with the plastic balls.
And to Scott?
What are the tactics of the game?
What tactics? Oh, there are tactics, and this is when it gets exciting once you've learned, where you would find that if your opponent gets his first ball very close to the jack, and you have difficulty in trying to roll one nearer, this is where your skill comes in by shooting the one out with yours. Hitting it the correct manner will dislodge your opponent and leave yours in its place. So there's many tactics to it, which are interesting to learn.
I'd like to know how you go about joining a club.
Oh, that's excellent. Well, fortunately, we have a British association, which is called the British Petanque Association, and applying to those and to ourselves for that, we will find you the nearest club to you and give you all the information that you want.
Right. Well, how about another game and a bit more of advice for our players. So should we go and get the ball? We'll come around this side. Well, get them out of the things. Do you want to show us some other balls as well?
Yes. And you will play with me. Well,
So you've got a different jack now, haven't you?
That's right.
What's that?
Can we have those? This jack, then, this is the latest version of plastic type of balls.
Yeah.
Specially designed by the Swedish, unfortunately, where it gives the same type of characteristic as a metal ball because it has a ballast inside it.
I see.
So as you can throw these up, they will not run on rolling. While turning your hand over and releasing it with your fingers coming back, you can put a backspin on it, and so you can go above an opponent's ball and stop it.
Right. Well, can I throw it off you? And then
certainly can. Thank you.
I'll let her go here. See what happens. Into the middle.
There we are. So we just throw one like that.
The expert.
What we have to do now is teach these now how to remove that. So come on now, and just come there. Now whack it out of the way now. Oh, excellent.
In the karting, we've got David here for the green team, Heysham High School. In the middle, Gavin Christian for Lancaster Village Cubs. And on my far right here, it's Scott Mashter for Loon Valley in Lancashire. Now, Gavin, a lot of people sitting at home will probably think that it's pretty easy driving a kart. But what's the overall impression you have when you first get into one? I know you've done it before, but for someone who hasn't done it before.
Well, it's very skiddy on corners, and you seem to be going a lot faster than you actually are.
Is that big?
So close to the ground?
Yeah. Well, best of luck for the race anyway. I hope you do well. And we've got quite an interesting competition here actually, because Scott here and David over there, they're from different teams, but in fact they're cousins. Scott, how do you feel about racing your cousin?
Terrible.
Why? Because you're going to win him?
Yeah.
You've done a lot of karting before, I know. What sort of speeds are you used to?
About 90 miles per hour.
You're not going to attempt to go that in these karts, are you?
No.
I don't think they go that fast anyway. But best of luck for the race, everybody. And if you can please start putting your helmets on and making sure, of course, that the buckle's done up. Right, let's just take a quick look at the course. After the start, they have to go around on the tarmac, quite a fast surface, into a sweeping right-hand bend. Then we've got some interesting chicanes and S's over the other side there. Then it's back round to the finish line. Are you ready? And go! And they're off. And Scott Mashter into an early lead, closely followed by his cousin David Coulters and Gavin Christian in third position. Oops, that's David, who's gone completely around the wrong way. He's lost a lot of ground. Given second place to Gavin Christian, so it's Scott in the lead at the moment. Gavin Christian in second place for the Blues, and David Coulters really giving chase in third position at the moment. Scott going well. Whoops, he's over the tyres, spoke too soon. But he's carrying on. Do you think he'll learn from his mistakes? Holding on to first place there, Scott Mashter. Gavin Christian grabbing hold of second place by the skin of his teeth, and it looks like David may well be taking second position. Scott's still in first place, and he's facing the wrong direction. He's off the track completely. And David Coulter does not only pull past, he's actually going to take first place, I think. What a turnaround from third position to first place. Almost joined first place with Gavin Christian, but David Coulter's now come through from third position to take first position. Gavin Christian second place, and Scott's going to be kicking himself. He's now back in third place. My goodness me. David Coulters into the chicane. Whoa. Skidding a bit with the dust going up. as Gavin Christian, and they're coming round. Final lap now. Scott still having a few problems. David, he's slipping about still, but he still takes the flag. David Coulter for the green team. Gavin Christian coming in second place, and Scott Mashter in third place. That's got to be one of the most exciting kart races we've had so far. Oh, very, very nice from the crowd. A round of applause. I think that's something like valley dancing in karts. What happened?
I couldn't steer properly.
Oh dear. Was it a very slippery surface?
Yes.
Oh, well, you were doing so well to start with, and then you ended up coming third, but well done for attempting all those overtakings again. And congratulations to you, Gavin, because you were steadily going along there whilst the others were doing circles and so on. You were keeping going straight. Are you pleased?
Yes.
Good, well done. You came second. And David, now you were in third place and you worked your way right up to first. How did you manage that?
Well, I don't know really, just put my foot down and went.
You were really determined. I mean, there was quite a battle going on between you two cousins.
Yeah.
Were you determined to beat him?
Well, yeah, really.
Well done. I'll give out the points now. And in first place for the green team, Heysham High School, 15 points. In second place for the blue team, Lancaster Village Clubs with 10 points. And in third place, Loon Valley from Lancashire, the yellow team, and they get 5 points. In first place then, Heysham High School with 40 points. Second place, Lancaster Village Clubs with 30 points. And third place, Loon Valley team with 20 points. And in the disc throw event, we've got 3 team members, Lisa, Donna and Julie for each of the teams. Lisa, on my right, I want to ask you, all the people at home think, God, that's easy. The cones are so near the goal that it must be easy to get them through. What's the most difficult thing you found trying to get them through?
Well, when you're on the blue one, the first one, if it's on your left-hand side, you throw it like that and it can just go straight past the post because I'm right-handed. But if you're on the yellow one, it just goes straight in with it.
So whether you're left or right-handed is really important?
Yeah.
I'm going to be needing someone to help me out because, as usual, I've got so many things in my hands, and this week it's Tony Beard, our balls expert. Watch the stones. You've got your whistle and stopwatch. Have you ever had a go at this sort of thing yourself?
No, I haven't, but I'm dying to have a go afterwards, if I may.
Oh, I'm sure you can,
It'd be
yes.
lovely. It's really interesting.
Well, remember, it's 45 seconds. Yes. Should we start off with the green teams? And I'll just pick up my clipboard. Get your starting positions under the goal. Right, now, when you're ready, Julie, on the whistle, and off we go. One, two, nice. 3, 4, she's doing well. 4 discs through. Into the centre. 5, 6, those were nice ones. 7, very good. 8, that was a good one from the distant cone. And that's it. So that's a total of 8 discs through for Julie from Heysham High School. Right, Donna next for the yellow team, Loon Valley. If you'd like to just get to your starting position under the goal, and the catcher behind as usual. Oh, that's very nice. We've got a round of applause. OK, Tony, are you ready with the stopwatch?
Yes.
And with a whistle, off we go. One, 2, nearly went in that one, just 2 at the moment. 3, 4, 'Just a little bit over the top there, caught the wind I think. 5, that was a nice one, that first disc. 6, oh, 7.
5 seconds to go.
5 seconds to go. Donna from the yellow team for Loon Valley gets 7 discs through. Right, turn the blue team now. Tony, ready with the stopwatch and the whistle?
Already, yes.
Jolly good. Right, it's Lisa Robinson now. If you'd like to get into your position, and the catcher, as usual, behind the goal. Right, listen for the whistle, Lisa. When you're ready, go. She's certainly running. She's paused for a moment there just to get her balance right. That was a very good throw. 1 through, 2, 3, 4. Just over the top. Wondering which way to go then. 5, 6. Oh, not quite 5. Obviously finds those yellow cones easier. Going to the centre cones, avoiding the blue cones. 6. Not quite. 5 seconds to go. 6 through. Oh, not quite. And for Lancaster Village Clubs, the blue team, Lisa, 6 through. So at the end of the disc throw event, in 3rd place, Lancaster Village Clubs, 5 points for the blue team. In 2nd place, the yellow team, Loon Valley team, they get 10 points. And in 1st place, Heysham High School, the green team, and they get 15 points. Well done to Julie. No change in the overall order. 1st place still with Heysham High School and 55 points. 2nd place, Lancaster Village Clubs with 35 points. And 3rd place, Loon Valley team with 30 points.
Right, our second adventure course team is the Loon Valley team. They're in the yellow today. So, you're going to tell us a little bit about the charity you sponsored, Sue.
It's the National Association for Deaf, Blind and Rubella Handicapped, and we've chosen it because there's nothing in the area for the association, so we thought it'd be a good idea if we put the money forward to provide funds for the facilities.
Great. How did you get on in practice?
Alright.
All right, because it was 2 minutes, 0.1, and you've actually got to beat 1 minute 22, because that was the first team went round this afternoon. So do you think you can do it? You're going to really tighten up?
Yeah.
Yeah? That's it, determination. Right, why don't you get to the start? We all know the rules now, so make sure the one thing, don't touch the sand, and you'll have to be called back, all right?
Right.
All right. Oh, I forgot. Tony, I'm terribly sorry, I forgot. Tony, yes, you timing again?
Yes.
I gather. How did it look when I went round? Was it a bit of a laugh?
It was a good laugh.
Was
I
it?
enjoyed that. Yeah,
good,
you've recovered now.
I have, yeah. The puff's gone. I'm a bit old for this sort of
Go.
game. Anyway, are we all ready? I've got my whistle in my hand, in my pocket. So, Loon Valley, I'm going to say ready, steady and whistle. Are you ready? Ready, steady. Right, how's the time?
Well, it's very, very close.
Very close.
Very close.
Well done. Now it's 1 minute
1:25.
25 seconds. You're
Absolutely
3 seconds
fabulous.
behind the first team, but very well done indeed. So we'll have to take a break there. We'll be back in a few minutes with our future sports slot, touch ball. It's a new game with a rugby ball. So come and see us in a minute.
Do it
in Nick's when you're down by the pool. Do it in Nick's when you're dancing real cool. Do it in Nick's, play a sport you really like. Do it in Nick's when you're riding your bike. Do it in Nick's for a night on the town. Do it in Nick's just walking around. Do it in Nick's when you're leaving the ground. Whatever you do, wherever you do it in Nick's. Whatever you do, wherever you do it. Do it in Nick's. Whatever you do, wherever you do.
I'm so thirsty, my mouth feels like it's on fire.
Me too. Kestrel Productions present Raging Thirst. They were trapped on the 14th floor. And all the cool, refreshing Kestrel was downstairs in the hotel bar.
What great buzz, neighbour.
My husband's in there with a full flame.
Oh, look, the smoking jacket. The hotel went up like a Roman candle, and the Kestrel went down a tree.
If you've never tried quavers before, a word of advice. Quavers have a light, delicate, melt-in-the-mouth texture and a mild, cheesy flavor. Perfect for those odd, peckish moments. However, to really appreciate this unique sensation, you must have peace, quiet, and plenty of time. Because quavering isn't quick.
Taxi's here. New flashlights for highlights with the professional touch. But you do them yourself. New flashlights from Clairol, the professional touch for a touch under £4.
The Maunders Helping Hand Scheme offers you a superb variety of cottage-style homes with a no-deposit 100% mortgage. And the option to have your home fully furnished and ready to move into. If you've a home to sell, a Maunders House Exchange deal could solve your problem. We're even offering a 7.5% mortgage rate for the first year. For details of the Maunders Helping Hand Scheme, call at your nearest Maunders development or see local press.
Right, here we go with touch ball. Are we ready? Right, they've started off now. The game. Oh, there's a touch there. She's just passed. Oh! First foul of the day. Forward pass by Don, I'm afraid, over there. So back to this corner here. The team will now get possession and move up a bit, Lisa. That's right. And the defending team now, who lost the possession, must go back 5 meters behind. Okay, that was a forward pass. Then we take possession. Now we're all squatting on the ground as before, with one hand touching the ground. Start again and off. Now they got possession. Running around, swerving. There's a touch. He's down. He's got a pass. That's right. That's Jonathan, who's our program researcher. He's daring to show his face here. Oh, that's a knock on there. You must throw the ball backwards. It's like in rugby. If it goes forward, it's a foul, and your team loses possession. And once you're touched, you have got 2 seconds to pass it, and you can walk or run no more than 3 paces. You can tackle, but the only tackle you're allowed is for me to come up and touch you anywhere between the shoulders and the waist.
On the back?
That's the only way. There's no grappling, and it's not so physical as that. And the idea is you've got to really swerve around and dance about and weave. Okay? So let's have another go. It's off down the pitch. Now, it must be back in the line 5 yards behind. So that's about here. Now, you're going to mark a man or woman. Right. Julie's going to go off. You must always be crouching with one hand, at least one hand on the ground, okay, to balance it out. So we start, it must go from the throwers between the legs back to someone of their own team. You've got to go backwards, yeah. Are we ready? Right, they're off again. Straight towards them, touch. She's got 2 seconds, just made it. Catch there, and he's taught. Is he going to go for the line? Is he going to make it? That's 2 points. Way! Great. Right. Well played there. Good score. That's the idea. Is if they can run out to the edges, you've got far more chance. That's why scoring in the middle is quite difficult. The game, of course, can be played on any sort of pitch, indoors or outdoors. Here it's about 40 yards by about 20 yards. So, here we go again. Touch ball is off. Elaine passes. Oh, it's loose and out of play. So they lose possession there. We have a throw-off for Jonathan's team. Have possession here. Elaine's team must go back five yards. Now they're in a defensive position. Jonathan's team, with Elisa about to throw off, is looking good for a score on the right-hand touchline. Let's see how they go. Right, off. He's off again. Oh, Jonathan's got it. How's he going to do? Straight through a touch. No, it's a touch first. And you didn't even attempt to pass, so you lose possession. All right, so Elaine's team, take it there. You must pass within 3 paces or 2 seconds. Okay, so you're going out of defense now, yep. Right, running. Lots of passing and backwards touch. No, that was a forward pass because you thought you were going the other way.
That's a twister.
All right, okay, Jonathan in a really good attacking position here. Lisa's got it again, and no, 5 yards back, no cheating, Elaine, come on. Thank you. Ready, go. Oh, he's going, oh, it's a touch. Yes, he's got it away. 3 points. 3 points, oh dear. Elaine's team now to take it off from the middle of the point again. Now, there's not a lot of swerving around. Perhaps we ought to try and see some more running and throwing into space. That might help. Are we ready? Donna's going off now with it. Oh, going round the outside. Get behind him so he can pass you. That's good. Touch. 2 seconds. And that means Jonathan's team have it again. So you're giving the ball away like that. It's better to actually try and pass before you're touched. Otherwise, you lose possession. And we go again. Oh, he's crossing it. He's got someone wide out here. It's Jonathan. Is he going to run for the line? No, doubling back. Straight through, touch, pass, touch, pass. Can he running? Good. Swerving away. Swerving. Can he make it? Pass to Jonathan. Still in play, just. Whoa! Oh, it's a touch. Yes, he's got it away. 3 points. 3 points. Oh, dear.
Well, we couldn't really do the ball event this week without involving our guest, of course, Tony Beard from the British Petanque Association.
That's right. Thank you.
Well, I'm hoping, Tony, that when in a minute we throw in the jack to see in which order they go, you could perhaps offer them a little bit of advice on how well they do. Or do some improving. Kathy, you were saying that you were feeling very nervous.
Yeah, well, it's a bit nerve-wracking.
Ball looks very sort of sedate. It's surprising, really, isn't it?
Yeah, you need a lot of skill, really, to play properly. It's not as easy as it looks.
Right, not as easy. I'm sure you agree with that, Tony.
Well, I don't know. I've just seen these young ladies play once before, and I thought it was absolutely marvellous, to be honest.
Well, that's very nice. That's good encouragement for the start of the event. Look, Tony, you've got the jack in your hand. If you could just throw that in.
Lovely.
Right, now we want one member from each team. Perhaps we could have the green team member to throw first to see how near you can get. And that was a very good throw. In fact, that is...
that dispels
Any
the
advice?
fear that it's a difficult game to play, doesn't it, really?
Perhaps we ought to throw the jack a bit further down the terrain when we actually do the event.
Okay.
Kath, oh, sorry, yellow team member next. Would you like to see if you can beat that, or in fact knock it out of the way, of course? A little bit too far there. OK, and Kath, would you like to take your throw?
Yes, that was very good.
Well, it's pretty self-explanatory. That means that the green go last, which is the advantageous position because they can knock the other balls out of the way. Blue, Kath, you're second, and first to throw is the yellow team. So if you'd like to just quickly go out and pick your balls up, I shall retrieve the jack, or the cochonnet, as it's otherwise known. Tony, if you'd like to do the honours again, but this time perhaps it might be a bit more exciting. A little bit further, make it more difficult for them.
Right, are we ready, ladies?
OK, ready, everybody?
You know
first one. Right, green to throw first. Green team. OK. Oh, sorry, which was the order I said? Sorry, yellow first, dear me.
Green was last, I think.
Right, Kath next.
You've always an advantage, may I just hang on 1 second? You've always an advantage of throwing your ball a little bit before the jack, because next time you can at least, or somebody may knock yours up, rather than going past it. Try and keep just this side of it for your first ball. Oh.
Nicola's done well.
She's winning one at the moment, isn't it?
Yes, right. Your second balls now, then.
Right. Now you've got the line of it there now. Oh.
A little bit too far
just
on.
Too hard. No,
Kath's improving, yes.
Very good, very good. Yes.
Oh, and you're improving all the
duper.
time. I think we've got another
Oh.
British Petanque Association member, haven't we, in the making?
Don't we have?
Well done indeed. Well, let's just quickly go over and have a look to make sure we've got it right. I think it's more or less pretty obvious.
We'll have a look.
In fact, it's not that obvious looking from this angle. The greens are, though. Would you agree, Tony? The winners.
Just the winner. But
So,
very close anyway.
for Heysham High School, that's 15 points for getting in first place. The next nearest for the blue team, Lancaster Village Clubs, they get 10 points. And, of course, the yellows, 5 points. And that's for the Loon Valley team. In first place still, Heysham High School with 70 points. Second place, Lancaster Village Clubs, 45 points. And third place, Loon Valley team, 35 points. Right, the third adventure course now, the last adventure course, of course. It's the blue team, Lancaster Village Clubs. And Lisa, what's the charity you're sponsoring?
Muscular dystrophy.
Is it going towards anything in particular, the money?
Yeah, the research fund so that they can hope to cure it sometime.
OK, hope you'll raise lots for that. What about your practice time for the adventure course? What was it? Your brothers, aren't you?
Yeah. 1 minute 45.
1 minute 45? Was it 35? Right, OK, Kath says 35, so we'll stick to 35, shall we? Can I just tell you that the first team, the green team, got 1 minute 22, and the second team 1 minute 25, so you've got to knock a good deal off your practice time to win the event, but then you always can do that. It's Tony there. Tony? Yeah. Tony's going to help me again with the timing for the adventure course. Tony, I'm just wondering whether you're actually going to get round to having a go on this sometime.
Well, I probably might do.
Afterwards, though?
Afterwards, definitely.
OK, then, right. If you'd like to get into your starting positions, then, remember that you're not to be in front of the bar, you've got to be behind it. I'll get my whistle ready. OK, Tony, are you ready with the stopwatch?
Yes,
Yes, OK, I'm ready with the whistle. Team's ready. Remember, no over the edge. Wait for the whistle. Ready, steady.
What?
My word, that was a fantastic time.
1 minute.
10 seconds.
Don't go away, come back here. 1 minute 10 seconds. 1 minute 10 seconds. That, of course, makes them the winners for the adventure course. So, in reverse order, in third place, the yellow team, Loon Valley team, they get 5 points. In second place, Heysham High School, the green team, they get 10 points. And in first place, the blue team, Lancaster Village Clubs, they get 15 points. And very well done too. Excellent. Still in first place, Heysham High School with 80 points, but Lancaster Village Clubs with 60 points creeping up in second position. And in third place, Loon Valley team and 40 points. Those of you who watch the programme every week know that we have 2 races in the BMX, a preliminary and a final, and it's the fastest from 2 team members from each team that goes through to the final to win the points. Adrian, what do you make of the bikes that we're using for the BMX?
It's a nice bike, I wish I had one.
Nice and light?
Yeah, it helps it go over the bumps better and so you can handle it better.
Well, if you'd like to just put your helmets on and we'll get ready for the race. Let's just take a quick look at the course actually first. After the starting gate, down there, quite a chalky surface. They come to the first obstacle, which is a speed bump. Then they're into the berm, left-hand berm rather, over the wooden tabletop this week. Then they're into a left-hand berm again. Round they come here. That's quite a difficult corner, that. Another speed jump, then it's round into a right-hand berm this time. Another double whoops there, and they come over to the finishing line. Pedals ready? Go! And off they go. Neck and neck, more or less, as they come up to the first obstacle. Going well. And that looks like Adrian in first position, going over the wooden tabletop, with Glyn, teammate, in second position, and David Broomfield going well as well. So it's Adrian Porter in first place, with Glyn following behind. Remember, it's just one that goes through from each team, the fastest. But, whoops, that's Jez Price down. Jez Price, but he's getting up, but he's delayed the Proctor brothers. Right, for the blue team, Colin Proctor goes through. For the yellows, David Broomfield. And for the greens, Adrian Porter. If you'd like to get back up to the start now for the finals. Riders ready? Pedals ready? Go! Neck and neck. But that's Adrian Porter first over the speed bump there, into the berm, putting his foot down to steady himself, going quite high up there. He's being chased by Colin Proctor and David Broomfield in third position at the moment, but Adrian still... Whoops! There's a little tussle there. That's Adrian going down, but he's back on his bike. But that means, in fact, that David Broomfield, who was in third position, is now coming to first position, with Colin Proctor second place, and poor old Adrian now in third position. And I think there's very little chance he's going to catch up now. In first place, the yellow team, second, the blue team, and third, green. Well, congratulations, David. Very good race indeed. Adrian, are you all right? Because you took a bit of a tumble, didn't you?
Yeah, thanks.
You're okay, though?
Yeah.
That's what we'd like to hear. Well done. And well done to Colin as well, of course. OK, so let's come round the side and just give the final positions. In third place, 5 points go to Heysham High School, the green team. For second place, the blue team, Lancaster Village Clubs, they get 10 points. And in first place, 15 points go to Loon Valley team, the yellow team this week. Now for the final positions at the end of the Northern Heat this week. In third place, the yellow team, Loon Valley Clubs, with 55 points. In second place, the blue team, Lancaster Village Clubs, with 70 points. But in first place, our green team this week, Heysham High School, with 85 points. Congratulations, Heysham. Steve, have you got the charity results, please?
Yes, I have indeed. As always, every point gained by every member goes to provide money for a sponsored charity for each club. So, Loon Valley team have managed to raise £44 for the National Association for the Deaf, Blind and Rubella Handicapped. The Muscular Dystrophy Group will get £52.50 from the Lancaster Villages Club, and Heysham High School have raised £59.50 for the Royal Society for Mentally Handicapped Children and Adults. Well done, everybody.
Well done to the teams for that. Our winners from this week, Heysham, are going to be going through to the second semi-final. That'll be against the Southern winners, Moors and Elmfield Youth Club from Cheltenham and Kidderminster Youth Club from the Midlands. Before we go here, of course, we have to say thanks to Pontins and to our guest this week, Tony Beard. And next week, our first semi-final, we're going to be got King Henry VIII School from Abergavenny versus Park Hall Youth Centre from Northern Ireland versus Carrick Activities Centre from Scotland. And that's all going to be taking place at Bucknell Park in Kent. So, well, hope you enjoyed the programme this week. See you next week for the first semi-final.
Bye.
If you'd like to try any of the sports you've just seen, don't forget that there's a free Trak Trix information pack that you can get by sending a large self-addressed envelope with a 27p stamp to Trak Trix, PO Box 4000, London W3 6XJ, or Glasgow G12 9JQ, or Belfast BT2 7FE.
Hi there,